All right, here we are back in the Wellstand studio. I'm Scott Duke. This is day 4 of the 44-day challenge where we review a book from Amazon every day for 44 days on how to sell your business. And I will say I'm really starting to enjoy this process as we get into it and start rolling, as the books we are reviewing are from authors that have so much experience in the industry. It's incredible. This author today, Scott Hunter, in his book, Selling Your Business, How to Sell a Business in Good or Bad Times, has been a lawyer in the mergers and acquisitions department of his firm for the last 40 years. That is an incredible amount of knowledge that we are going to get to pull out of this book today and hand over to you from a legal perspective. So here we go, dropping in. What we do on the 44-day challenge is we take a book and we pull out the 3 major knowledge nuggets, we pull out 2 quotes, and we pull out the major takeaway and put it out to you guys so you can have better chances in selling your business. Starting off, our first knowledge nugget from Scott is be cautious of the letter of intent. It can be enforceable, so it is better to start your relationship with a buyer with an expression of interest. Our second knowledge nugget is anticipate due diligence. You know it's coming at some point in the deal, so make sure to prepare for it. There's 2 main reasons why you want to prepare for this. 1, it will keep the deal moving quickly because you will not get held up doing due diligence when you're trying to run your business and you do not have the resources. The second reason is you will catch potential problems. By going through the exercise of doing due diligence early, there may be things that pop up that would hinge or even kill the deal when you're in an actual deal process that you can catch early. Great advice. Our third and final knowledge nugget is seller financing is common. There is a high probability that you will have a promissory note or a vendor take back as part of your deal. Because of that, Scott has a full chapter in this book on how to mitigate the risk on your note. Some of the tips that he gives are as following. Have a lawyer draft the agreement. Put someone beside your company on the line, so they have a friend or family that can sign the note as well. Get monthly payments, not annual, not quarterly. You want monthly payments to ensure you're getting paid. Have oversight rights, so you get monthly financials sent to you so you can see if there's a problem before it actually occurs. Include loan covenants, such as if the revenue drops, you can call the loan back or you can increase the interest rates on the loan. Have security and outside collateral, maybe their house, their car, a Rembrandt photo that they have, and ensure attorney fees are covered if you need to sue or collect. Those are the major takeaways for promissory note, really good tips. Moving forward to the best quotes out of the book. The first quote I pulled out of this book is quite interesting because Scott rewrote a foreword in 2010, a couple years after the financial crisis, to revise the book. And now we're 2017 when we're filming this video, and times are good again, but I wanted to bring this up because they might not always be good. And it's cautionary to remember that if your business today may be selling for $2 million, in the future, if times get rough again, it could easily sell for $1 million. And that's the example that he puts in here. And what he's saying is don't get hung up on a small amount of cash in the deal, $50,000 in this example, and kill the deal over it, because when times are good, that's the time to sell. So he says, today that hypothetical seller might be receiving $1 million for his business instead of $2 million. And half of that might be from a note issued to him by the buyer. Now the details of the deal loom much larger on a percentage basis. For example, if you were receiving $2 million in cash at closing and there was a post-closing problem that ended up costing you $50,000, it would only be 2.5% of the cash purchase price. Now, if you are receiving $500,000 in cash and $500,000 in a note, that $50,000 problem is a full 10% cash sale price. So remember, times are important. Sell your business in a seller's market when it's good to sell, and not after a crash when it becomes a buyer's market. Our next quote brings us back to our first knowledge nugget of letters of intent, and we get the author's true feelings on LOIs. I strongly suggest the parties execute an LOI for a number of reasons. The first and most important reason is that an LOI ensures that a buyer and seller are on the same page, that they are communicating with and understanding each other with respect to the terms of the deal. This is what we see as well, and it's incredibly important that the early terms of the deal are laid out so that people can have confidence moving forward. So an LOI is important, but remember, make sure you have legal advice before you sign anything. Okay, the biggest takeaway from Selling Your Business, a book by Scott Hunter, How to Sell Business in Good and Bad Times, is remember to anticipate due diligence. If you can have your due diligence done before a potential buyer even walks through the door, you can cut 4, 5, even 6 weeks off the deal, get paid faster, and get out sooner. Thanks for tuning in to our 4th day of the 44-day challenge. Tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow we're reviewing a book that comes from a business broker's point of view. Today was from a lawyer's point of view. And 2 days from now is going to be from an accountant's point of view. I'm telling you, this is great stuff. People that have been in the industry, they've taken the time to write books and spread the knowledge. And now we're putting it out on every social channel we have so that you guys have a better chance of selling your company. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.